Hey everyone, I'm back again doing a review today. This is a review that I never seen on YouTube. I really wanted a review before I purchased it because I really want to see if X Plus did a good job on this figure. And the reason why is because this figure is not cheap. It's like freaking $320, man. That's crazy. The reason why it costs so much is because it's a Rick Boy exclusive, and the shipping is insane. I mean, just to ship this box was huge. I mean, it was a pretty big box. I don't even want to bring the box on. It's so big that I don't want to bring it because the wingspan is so long that it's crazy. And the funny thing is that when this figure came out, the Volks figure, um, you can see everyone selling it. I mean, I saw a crazy amount of Volks 30 centimeter Orient Hero series getting sold left and right. I mean, everyone was selling it. I was like, what is this happening? What is this happening with the world? You know, just because one company came out with a 30 centimeter, you have to sell your resin 30 centimeter Volks Gyaos. I mean, why? I mean, there's no point. Is this vinyl figure better than the resin one? Is the resin one better than the vinyl one? Well, you have to compare and contrast. The resin one is very heavy too. It's a lot of weight to it. It's worth a lot of money, and also it's very difficult to build and to color too. Where this one is like 300 bucks. Okay, it's all painted ever, but you have to understand when it's painted and stuff like that. There's a lot of things you have to understand about vinyl. Vinyl has a lot of seam lines. For this model, not model, vinyl toy, there's a seam line right here that cuts through his arms. You can't see it really well, but they did a really good job covering it really good. On the back, they do have a thing that covers the power supply, which takes like four AA batteries, three AA batteries, yeah, and it goes into the jack in the back. It's kind of like a headphone jack or something like that, but it gets power to it for some reason. And the seams are done really well. I could say they did a really good job on the seams of this toy, and I think that it's pretty good that they did a good job on it. One thing I have to tell you, I have to understand is that my camera right now, once I updated the applications, the camera lens tends to zoom in a little bit more than before. So it's I have to push the toy farther now in order to reveal it, which is a little harder on me. Before it wasn't like that. Before it was much easier, but now it's like that. But the funny thing is that when the company put like X Plus releases a virus figure, you gonna sell your resin Volks, that was made like 20, 30 years ago, pretty much from a sculptor was like really into gamma and the details of the resin. Of course, it's much better in a way, but this is newer. This is better in a way because it's vinyl. But you have to understand vinyl shrinks, so it's not really accurate 30 centimeters. You have to understand that also because and one more thing you have to understand that this is lighter weight and it's not as heavy. So when you pick it up, it's not heavy. It's very lightweight. But for this figure is very heavy because they have to put resin in the feet to push it down so it doesn't warp and stuff like that. And then probably the wings, they did something to it in a way so it won't warp, won't put when heat or the summer comes in, it doesn't go down. From the paint application, it is done really well. It is done so well that this is the color I want to paint it, and I want to show you the eyes. It's done really well too. You probably see that it's kind of clear. The reason why it's kind of clear is because I got the Rick Boy exclusive edition. That means that his eyes and his side, which is right here, glow blue, which is really cool. I'll show you right now how it looks like. I'm gonna turn off the light, and I'm gonna turn it on right now. See, his eyes light up, and it kind of glows blue. My camera on my phone is not picking up the pupil that well, but I can see it from here. And the blue is really cool. There's also a second function. Let me show you the second function. Like this. Let me see. Make sure I don't drop this figure. And the second function is when Gyaos is in the sun, his top of his head glows red, and his eyes glows too, which is really cool. This is really cool effect that they did on this. And when I found out that there was two functions, I immediately was in joy, because I was so happy that Xbox did that, because I was going to do that for my Volks resin kit, and I had to recast the head into clear resin. I mean, it's a pain in the butt to recast stuff. But because you have to use a we call it a pressure cooker, not pressure cooker, but a pressure pot. You put the cast resin into the pressure pot, and it pushes all the bubbles and everything. It's a pain in the butt, and it's kind of dangerous in a way, because something is pressurized is kind of dangerous. But most of my recast, what I do is I don't even put it in the pressure pot. I just pour the resin and then clean it up, and that's the only thing I could do about it. Now, what's the point, man? How many bubbles do they have now in recasting resin now? So that's all good now. But when this figure came out, everyone was selling it. Everyone I saw people selling for $150, and it went up to $250. It never went over $250. That was the price for a Volks Gyaos 30 centimeter, and that kit was amazing. I have that kit, and I look at it every day, and I think it is amazing. That kit, when I look at it compared to this, X Plus 37, it's a little bit bigger. But on par with the sculpting, I think this and the Volks one is almost the same. The only difference is that the pose of this one is not as good as the Volks one. I think the Volks ones was the heads are kind of like bent forward, and the wings were kind of like bent like this forward a little bit, but his body wasn't going backwards. It was going a little straight a little bit, which was really cool. But this way, it's its own angle in a way. But it's kind of cool in a way. But I think the vinyl one has a good quality, and the resin one has good quality too, and that's the reason why I like it a lot. One thing, if they could do a Baragon 30 centimeters, I'll be amazed, because the Baragon 30 centimeters is even huger than the Gyaos. It is so long, man. The tail, the Volks version, I have the Volks version. It is amazing. It looks really cool, but the sculpt is kind of outdated. But it's Baragon, so it's okay. Well, from what I look at this figure, the toes are sculpted really good, painted really well. The hands are painted really good. The mouth is painted like white teeth. I wish they used this kind of paint on the mouth instead, but it's really good. There is a separate piece that comes with it, so you could pull this out and plug it back in, so you don't see the plug. But for me, I don't want to unplug it and plug it back in, because the more you do it, the better the connection is. I just leave it there and leave the batteries on there, because I tend to turn it on at night sometimes to check it out, the lights. This is really cool looking. The paint on the back is normal. It's pretty good, but the head is amazing. The electronics that they did on this X Plus vinyl is on par with anything I've seen. It's really, really good. The only thing negative about this figure is the price. It's very expensive, and especially it's a camera. It's something to do with camera. I mean, I think after they release this, they're not gonna release another Gauss anymore, like 2.0 or something, because this is good enough for me. I mean, I don't need anything else, and this is just too awesome already. Anyway, if you have any comments or questions, just let me know, and I'll tell you what I think about other stuff. If you have any questions, all right. Looks like this is the end of my review. So please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.